Rosie! Rosie and Jim, tagging along on the old rag doll. Rosie and Jim, and John, he steers the boat. We go to play and have a look
with Rosie's bag,
Jim's drawing book. The world drifts by the window frame, and Rosie and Jim, we play our game. Rosie and Jim, finding stories every day. Rosie and Jim, and John, he writes them down.
Hello, I'm John. You saw me steering the boat earlier on, but that's not my real work. My real work is writing books, and they're books for children just like you. I'm making a new one just now. It's all about Rosie and Jim. They're my two rag dolls that I have on the boat. I like to pretend that they come to life. And I get ideas for the stories about them from the things I see as I travel on my boat. What shall I put in my story today? Well, it's a sunny day, so I'll start with that. One sunny day. And then I'll draw the river with two blue pens, like this. And my boat is just here. So I'll put this picture of it on the book to show the place. And now I'll be on my way. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Well, I want to get going this morning, so I will drink my coffee in a minute. Get my life jacket on first. Get the engine going.
Thanks, Doc. We're moving, Rosie.
Where are we going to, Jim?
Now, where am I now? Let's have a look in the book. I'm about here, near Pershore. Wonder where I can find something interesting to put into a story. Oh, Patcher's Pottery. That sounds good. I think I'll try and find that.
Oh, potty old noggin. He said we're going to a pottery.
Rosie, what is a pottery?
A pottery. I've always wanted to see a place where they make cups and mugs and things like that. What's that? Oh, my favourite mug. Oh.
Jim! Bye-bye muggins.
Rosie, that was Fish Dog's mug.
Oh, well, never mind. The fishes and the frogs can drink out of it now.
Rosie, they can make a house in it.
They could make an underwater house.
Never mind. Perhaps they can make me a new mug at the pottery.
Rosie, cows don't have mugs, do they?
Oh,
Fish Dog doesn't have a mug now. Poor Fish Dog.
Yeah. Poor old duck. He never ever had a mug, Jim.
He just dips his beak in the water, Rosie.
Yeah, and he goes gluggety glug, slurp, splosh, splash.
Ah, there's a tricky piece of steering coming up under this bridge. I'll have to be extra careful. Under the bridge. Oh, there are two bridges. An old one and a new one. There's the old one that I've just gone under. I'm going to go under the new one now. There's a new bridge with the cars going over it. And ahead of me, I can see a good place to moor, so I'll make for it. That's it. I'm safely moored. I'll go and have a look at the pottery now.
Hello, fish dog, Rosie.
Oh, there's a nice piece of squelchy mud.
What's this dog doing in that mud?
Don't know. Playing.
He's too old to play, Jim.
No one's too old to play, Rosie.
Oh.
That's a really nice bit of mud. I wonder if I can make any shapes with it. It's really sticky and scroozely. I wonder if I could make a cup with it. Let's have a try. Make a nice big bowl. Put my thumbs in the middle. Oh, it's not bad, is it? It's quite a reasonable cup. I'll leave that there to dry out. I better wash my hands. And I'll get on to the pottery now.
Whee! Oh, flip, flap, flop. Done. Swish, swish, swish. Let's make a wish.
Ah, this must be it. I can see pots in the window. I'll go and have a look. That's a lovely one. Hello, good morning. Well, I think you can. I'm looking for a mug, you see, because I live on a boat and I've dropped my favourite mug in the water. Have you been playing in the mud, by the way?
No, this is clay. It's
Is
very,
it?
very messy.
Oh, what do you make with clay?
All sorts of things.
Things like this?
I'm making mugs at the moment.
Oh, could I see? I'd love to see one being made.
Yes.
Thanks very much.
Do this way.
My name's John, by the way.
I'm Julia.
Nice to meet you.
Ooh, lots of mugs, Jim.
Lots and lots of mugs, Rosie.
Well, I've been playing with some mud out of the ground outside, trying to make pots. Have you got a better way of doing it?
Yes. If you whiz it around and around on the wheel, you can make them much smoother. You have to use plenty of water,
So you're starting with the same stuff that I started with.
and you squeeze it. Change its shape.
It's going nice and smooth, isn't it? Because it's going round. Nice and squishy.
Squishy, squashy, Rosie.
A whizzy wheel, Jim.
You're keeping it wet so that it doesn't stick to your fingers, I expect, are you? Is that
I
right?
am, yes. You have to use plenty of water.
Yes. Oh, up it comes.
Dig up clay, dig it from the ground, slop it on a wheel and whiz it round and round. Swish it, shake it, slippery goo, a mug for me and a mug for you.
Rosie, look. She's making a mug.
Oh,
Oh, that's a lovely shape. It's still quite soft, isn't it?
It's not, you can't drink out of them when they're this soft. They have to be put in a oven and made really hot.
Ah, that's how it's done. I'd like to see that. So is this the hot place where you put the cups?
That's right. I call it a kiln.
Oh, I see. It's like a very big oven, isn't it?
Yes, but it gets much, much hotter.
So if you're putting these in now, you can't take them out until tomorrow.
They'd be much too hot to touch.
There they go.
That's it. You shut the
Shut the
door.
door.
Are they going to cook a mug?
I don't know. cooked mugs. Oh.
And I'd like to buy a finished mug now to take back to the boat with me.
Would you like to come into the shop?
Thank you. Oh, there's one with Rosie on it. I'd love that one.
Thank you.
Thank you. And one over here. Jim. I must have a Jim mug. And one with my name on it. John.
I bet you'd like it full of tea. It's such a hot day, isn't it?
I would. Yes, it'd be very nice.
Let's go and put the kettle on.
Thanks very much.
Oh, cup of tea, Jim.
Yes, please. Hey, Rosie, we can use our nice new mugs.
Oh, yeah.
Lovely. Thank you very much. That's great.
Tea, Rosie?
Uh-huh.
Here we go.
And milk.
Little bit of milk.
Little bit of milk.
Lovely. Tea.
Oh,
Rosie, it's all squishy.
yeah.
Ah, I know why it's all squishy. It's because we haven't put it in the ladies'
Hot kiln.
Rosie, look.
Oh, a Rosie mug.
And a Jim mug.
Oh.
I'd better be getting back to my boat now. Let you make some more pottery.
It's all right. Mustn't forget your mug. I'll
Oh,
pop
no,
it in your
mustn't.
bag for you.
Good, thank you.
There. A mug for you, a mug for me.
This is how we drink our tea.
Jim.
Rosie.
Oh, he's coming.
I have lots of ideas now for my Rosie and Jim stories. And now I'm going to write in my book the story all about Rosie and Jim and what they would have got up to if they could have come to life today. One sunny day, Rosie and Jim were chugging along on the old rag doll when they came to a muddy place. They jumped in the mud. Squish, splish, splattery, splat. It's clay, said Rosie. Sticky, said Jim. I'm making a cup, said Rosie. Me too, said Jim. Their cups were all squishy, squashy. Splat, said Jim. Oh dear, said Rosie. They met a gypsy. Making cups, she said. Put them in the fire. Oh, said Jim. In the fire, said Rosie. They'll burn away. You'll see, said the gypsy. They made new cups, and the gypsy made a little brick house for them with a fire all round it. That'll do it, she said. Come back tomorrow. They did. Now the fire was cold. Look, said the gypsy. Real cups, said Rosie. Give them a wash, said the gypsy. Not squishy, said Jim. Have a cup of tea, said the gypsy. Thanks, said Rosie. Thanks, said Jim.
Rosie.
Rosie and Jim, tagging along on the old rag doll.
I'm off now to see what I can find to make a news story for next time. So I'll say goodbye. Goodbye.